Have you ever felt that moment of hesitation before upgrading your laptop? That nagging question, should I wait for the next one, or is now the time? If you're eyeing a new MacBook Air, that dilemma just got a lot more interesting because the M4 MacBook Air is on the horizon. Rumors are swirling, leaks are piling up, and Apple might be gearing up to release it sooner than expected. So, is this going to be the game changer we've been waiting for? Let's dive into everything we know so far, from leaks and specs to battery life, pricing, and whether it's worth upgrading. One of the biggest clues that a new MacBook Air is on the way? The disappearing act of the M3 MacBook Air from store shelves. If you followed Apple for a while, you know this pattern. When stocks run low, a new release is imminent. And right on cue, reports suggest that the M3 MacBook Air is becoming harder to find worldwide. This isn't just speculation. Trusted Apple insider Mark Gurman has hinted that Apple is deep in the process of rolling out the M4 MacBook Air, with an announcement likely in the next few months. But what makes this release stand out is the technology under the hood. The M4 chip isn't just a routine refresh. It represents a shift toward more efficient computing, AI-driven performance, and longer battery life. So, what exactly is changing? Let's start with design. If you were hoping for a radical new look, you might be a bit disappointed. Apple typically sticks with the same chassis for a few years, and the current MacBook Air design is only 2 years old. That means you can expect the familiar 13.6-inch and 15.3-inch models, MagSafe charging, and USB-C Thunderbolt 4 ports. However, Apple might introduce a new color, possibly a refined version of midnight blue with improved fingerprint resistance. But let's be honest, the real excitement is in the performance. The M4 chip is set to be the star of the show, with expectations of up to 10 CPU cores and improved GPU capabilities. This new chip could take efficiency and speed to another level. Apple is leaning heavily into AI and machine learning, so we might see an upgraded neural engine for smarter, faster processing. And for those who value battery life, the M4 chip's 3-nanometer architecture promises even greater efficiency. Imagine pushing past 20 hours of battery life on a single charge, something that could make the MacBook Air the ultimate workhorse for students, creatives, and professionals alike. Another major upgrade could be in memory and storage. The base RAM for the M3 MacBook Air started at 16 gigabytes, and there's growing speculation that the M4 model might push that even further, potentially offering a 32 gigabytes option. This would be a game changer for power users who juggle heavy workflows like video editing, 3D rendering, or software development. Apple might also improve SSD speeds, addressing some of the criticism around the M3's base model storage performance. Now, let's talk battery life. Apple has consistently set the benchmark for laptop efficiency, and with the M4, we could see some record-breaking numbers. The 13-inch model might hit 20 hours, while the 15-inch version could push beyond 22 hours. That's a full day's work, a Netflix binge session, and still some juice left for the next morning. If you're constantly on the move, this alone might make the M4 MacBook Air worth considering. But here's the big question. Should you upgrade? If you're still using an Intel-based MacBook Air or even the M1 model, this might be the perfect time to make the jump. The performance boost will be substantial, and the efficiency improvements alone could be a major selling point. However, if you already own an M3 MacBook Air, the differences might not be as dramatic. Unless you specifically need more RAM, longer battery life, or the latest AI enhancements, your current model will likely serve you well for years to come. As for the release date, all signs point to a launch in March 2025, potentially alongside the iPhone SE4 at Apple's spring event. Pricing is expected to remain similar to previous models, with the 13-inch MacBook Air M4 likely starting at $1,099 and the 15-inch version at $1,299. Of course, if Apple includes higher RAM or storage as standard, we could see a slight price increase. So, should you wait for the M4 MacBook Air? If you want the best battery life, AI enhancements, and future-proof performance, it's definitely worth considering. But if you find a great deal on the M3 MacBook Air and don't need cutting-edge power, it's still an excellent option. Now, what about you? Are you planning to upgrade, or will you stick with your current MacBook? Let me know in the comments. With that said, thanks for watching, and until next time.